We are going to have a look upstairs to see exactly what it's like. Of course, if you want to see how the LAN environment is, we've got the player area, you've got the green room over there, and as you go upstairs, you do have, you know, the LAN itself. So this is where all the games are being played off stage. So of course, we've got many of the loser bracket games, which are also being played out on Max's stream here, and this is where all the players basically warming up, getting ready, and they all have their own station as well.
Yeah, this is the cool part about LANs. Like, you saw Maxer there hanging out with Sleep, and Max is just, you know, out here. He's one of the best players in the world, and he's just talking to people, playing with them, giving them tips, and that's the beauty about LANs, especially open LANs, right? You have all the players together, just chilling. You can go and talk to a pro, he'll talk to you. Everyone's really accessible in the Quake scene. Yeah,
you kind of feel, you get that vibe, don't you, in terms of like being able to communicate and talk to everyone else, and yeah, we see you there. We see you, don't you worry about that. But yeah, this is basically the venue itself. Of course, you guys here at the main stage, but it's nice how well set up the player lounge is just to relax and try and get away if you've, you know, just had a rough match or you just want to take a bit of a breather, a bit of a break, anything like that. And the fact that you've got your own station as well to warm up and get ready for future matches, especially on the main stage or getting ready for that losers run, it's super
Achilles running that super RGB keyboard that they probably didn't have back when he was competing at the highest level.
No, we didn't have RGB back then. We just had plain white grey keyboards, depending on the circumstances here. But yeah, no, honestly, it's been an incredible event itself. We've got everything we need here. It's been fabulous, like how well set up as well. Everything's accessible. It's close by as well, which is super important.
Yeah, and as we're seeing now, just going through the rest of the players that are here. This is where the B stream is happening, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, if Max is in there or not, but I don't think he is. He's probably getting ready for, like, you know, tomorrow.
He's been there for like most of the tournament, but now I think they kicked him out and they said, just go focus on playing a little bit more so that you're not working so much.
Can you stop playing and actually work, please?
Yeah.
But what are you playing at? But honestly, it's an awesome setup. Like, I was, it was beyond, I don't know how you felt, but it was beyond my expectations.
Yeah, I didn't know how it was going to be because I hadn't been here before. I casted the last KeenCon LAN, but it was in GameGoon, and I had never been to this studio, and it's incredible. The space that they have here is great. The production is really high level. Everything has been top notch.
Yeah, I think that's the main talking point as well. They've actually utilised the area extremely well. The fact that, you know, every player has got their own station. Every player can warm up. You don't have to worry about switching or anything like that, or making any rotations. The fact that the player lounge is literally directly underneath them if they need to get away and, you know, think about the consequences of the actions and how they lost their last match, or when they want to go through VODs or anything like that there. So, you know, there's a lot for them in order to prepare for some of their matches.
As we're going back in. This is the beauty of LANs for me. Like, everyone's just chilling, hanging out, talking to each other, all loving Quake together.
Well, this is what I mean. You know, we don't really get many open events nowadays, do we? Like,
no, none at all.
It's not just Quake. It's just everywhere in general. Like,
it's getting more and more to chase to the state of where esports is becoming like mainly franchise leagues, right?
Yeah.
And while that has its pros, the biggest con is that for most of the players, for like 99% of the player base, they cannot compete in the best tournaments anymore, right? And I think that's one of the beauty of esports that's starting to get lost. So I'm really happy that KeenCon decided to bring this back, because it's definitely a really cool thing.
And not only that, with it being beneficial in open tournament, I kind of felt, well, from my personal perspective anyway, every tournament I went to, I kind of felt like I naturally improved when I come back home, just from watching so many games, watching the pro players, being able to play against the pro players as well, and especially in an open format like this, you know, it makes it, you know, feasible.
Because you're going up against the pro, like for those 10 minutes, no one knows what's going to happen. You might be severely underdog, but if you play better than him for the next 10 minutes, you can beat him. You can beat the best player in the world.
Yeah.
That's a great thing.
And this is exactly it. But guys, we've only got one more match left for you in the losers bracket. It is going to be CNZ versus RMV. This is a match I can assure you, you do not want to miss. So don't go anywhere, as we'll be back in just a few.